I think that we don't have to have permission to live the life that we want. And that can be hard when we are younger. But when you start to grow up and experience life, experience the trials, the tribulations, when you experience all of those things and you start to get older, you realize that you have so much vulnerability. You have so much choices to make. And the great thing is that you can make those choices. Now, I don't know what age, but I think there is a certain point when we do grow up, when we start to realize that we don't need permission, or that people start to let us to do our own thing. It makes sense when we are younger. We have people telling us, in a way, sort of what to do, or maybe what kind of path to take, or how to be a certain way, kind of this and that. But when we are older, all of those things, we can make all of those choices and we can do whatever we want. And that's why I'm making this video and sharing this message, because for those that are watching this video, I hate to assume, but I would assume that you're probably old enough to understand and realize already that you don't need permission. Maybe you still think you do, but the great thing about life is we have the gift of doing the things that we want to do. And the great thing about this gift is that we don't need permission. And I think it goes back to that way of thinking for me when I was younger, was realizing that, and this is something that my parents installed in me back then. My parents were really great, that they were constantly telling me, Scott, you can do whatever you want. I'm not going to force you to do things, but you can do whatever you want. And they were like that, especially when I started to grow up and become a teenager and then become an actual adult. I'm 20 years old now, and they still tell me to, of course, do the things that I want to do. And I think it goes back to that way of thinking in which I was like, where I was thinking, well, it's my own life. And these were the things that my parents was telling me, specifically my mother. She was like, well, Scott, it's your life, do what you want. And I think that's all we need. I think once we have this ability to make our own choices, and apologies if I say it a lot in this video, but to do the things that we want to do, then we understand that we don't need permission. For my younger self, for maybe some things, I used to think that I needed, I wouldn't say permission, but it felt like that. More of a sense of validation. I felt like I needed validation from people. Just because of the things that I wanted to do. Maybe they didn't think, maybe they thought otherwise. Maybe they thought that this isn't something that I should do. And there was times in the past when I was around 14, 15, and I was telling people in my family that I wanted to do this, or I had ideas of doing this and that. And the majority of the time, every time I said one of those things, I would be questioned. I would be questioned on the things that I want to do in my own life. It's not as if I'm telling them they should do this. I'm just letting them know on something that I would like to do. And I got questioned. Are you sure you really want to do this? I've never heard you talk about this before. And from all of those stories that you hear online on people sharing maybe stories similar, that was when I realised, well, Scott, it's time to do what I want to do. I'm out of high school now. I'm out of middle school. I mean, I was out of middle school quite a long time ago. But I knew that I don't have to have this sense of validation anymore. And the only validation should only come from me. The only opinions that I should take on is people that I value the most, and from also myself, my own thoughts and opinions on doing the things that I know could help me or will help me. So I think it is so important to allow yourself to have the permission to go out there and to chase your goals, chase your dreams. And I know this is starting to sound quite motivational, but I genuinely do mean that. It doesn't even have to be like big goals or dreams, but if you want to go out there and travel the world, if you want to go on vacation, if you want to do something, just know that you don't need permission to start. The only permission that you need is the permission from yourself to allow yourself to take that first step and then go on that journey. And sure, it's going to be tough, it's going to be challenging, but at the end of that journey, when you do chase those goals and dreams, you will look back and you will be proud of yourself on the fact that you gave yourself permission, you allowed yourself to have permission to do the things that you want to do and to not care about what other people were saying about that goal or dream or the things that you wanted to do. So thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for understanding. I hope that you could understand. If you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate it if you could please like this video, subscribe down below, and if you know anyone that may benefit from watching this, then I would very much appreciate it if you could please share this video to them. Thank you so much, and I will see everyone in the next one.